Senator Aaron Bean is responding to our I-Team investigation, saving baby Liberty.
First of all, just like all your viewers, mad, upset. How could this ever have happened at all? And you discovered, I think, a case that literally has gone through the cracks.
As this child's future hangs on the balance, legislators and the Department of Children and Families are already promising change based on what we uncovered. Liberty Belle Phillips turned 17 months old yesterday inside her new home, linked to relatives with a documented history of abuse, from domestic violence to allegations of inappropriate sexual touching, all uncovered by the I-Team.
What's more, confidential documents we obtained show she was taken from a safe and loving home with other relatives and moved there by a judge. Lindsay continues to press lawmakers on what can be done for Florida's children in need. Lindsay.
Janice, Senator Aaron Bean assured me today that Liberty's story will bring about change. But is it in time to help her? State Senator Aaron Bean sitting down with me today at his Nassau County office to talk about little Liberty Belle Phillips. Based on what I've found, do you have concerns about Liberty's safety right now? I do, but I've been assured that agencies involved still have eyes on Liberty as we speak. As the I-Team first told you, Liberty Belle, born on the 4th of July with a tragic life story. She had methadone and THC in her body at birth, with a drug addict for a mother, Davida Phillips, and a repeated domestic abuser for a father, Bradley Hornback. At 3 months old, she was found repeatedly neglected, and DCF stepped in, placing Liberty with her mother's brother, Keenan Phillips, and his wife, Ginger, who have a 4-year-old son, Colton.
I'm begging someone, or Judge Gooding, throw this out, overturn this, do what's right for this child.
After 10 months in their home, the court found Liberty was thriving. The guardian ad litem writing they had a loving and parental-like relationship. But a week after that report was filed in favor of their adoption of Liberty, a judge signed a new order transferring her to another home. As Liberty cried and her Aunt Ginger collapsed, Liberty was driven to live with her father's brother, Christopher Hornback. On the very day he was granted custody of Liberty, the I-Team found he had an outstanding active warrant for his arrest in Duval County, tied to a domestic battery case on his wife, Shauna Hornback, a woman who told JSO in 2013 Chris was increasingly violent with her, had access to a gun, and a history of domestic violence. What's more, we found Christopher Hornback was arrested twice in 2009 for burglarizing his ex-girlfriend's home, armed with a razor and telling police she's gonna get it. But wait, there's more. Shauna's brother used to live in Liberty's current home. The I-Team found he was charged with felony lewd and lascivious on a child, a charge later reduced to felony battery. It's a home where Bradley Hornback would later have greater access to his biological daughter, Liberty. This, despite Liberty's guardian ad litem telling the court to reunify Liberty with her father could jeopardize her physical safety and well-being, and Liberty's emotional security with his lack of concern. The I-Team wanted to know how much of what we uncovered was given to the judge deciding what was safe for Liberty, a question Senator Bean has as well.
And since your story has broken, I've spoken to several agencies as well as the Department of Children and Families, my contacts there. Right as we speak, everybody is reviewing their policies and procedures to see how we can prevent this from happening again. Their eyes are on Liberty, though. I'll assure you, they are on Liberty to make sure this baby is safe. But how can we go forward to make sure something like this doesn't happen again? It's happened because you have stirred the pot and brought this to everybody's attention.
After the I-Team pressed DCF for answers, it has since proposed 2 rule changes on how to conduct criminal background checks and also home studies. Those are the reports the court rely on to see if a home is safe for a child. Rule changes that Senator Bean is also following closely.
Lindsay, you first brought us Liberty's story last Thursday night on the 10 o'clock news. It's now Monday. Do you have any new information on how this little girl's doing?
I know, and that's the question so many people are writing our newsroom on Facebook and email asking tonight, and my sources who would have knowledge tell me that Liberty is doing okay. But the only way her custody can be changed is if a hearing is called. That would give Judge David Gooding a chance to reverse his ruling, and he's the only one that can do that. Ginger and Keenan Phillips can't file for a new hearing because under our current laws, they have no legal standing despite being Liberty's caregivers for 10 long months. That is one more aspect that lawmakers are looking at closely when they go back into session in 5 months.
Wow, great work. Thank you, Lindsay.